Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I have something here called a Victorian love letter. And you unfold them like this and this. And then you have space to write on them. And you can fold it back up. And what you do when you fold it up is you fold the corners in like this. And then, wait a minute. I'm not doing something right. Okay, fold this one in, then this one, then this one. See, I do this every time. Folds there, that folds there, that folds there. Whoops. Okay, this is how it goes. This folds like this. And you tuck this one in like that. You guys can probably figure that out better than I did. Anyway, you need a 9x9 piece of paper. And I have one here that's 12x12, so I am going to cut off 3 inches. I hope I'm in, yes, I'm in camera. I'm going to cut off 3 inches. I have my mat here, which I like to measure with. And I'm going to cut off 3 inches. So I have a 9x9 piece of paper. Oops. Get too far away from the ruler there. And it kind of cut it funny up here. That's okay. It'll be fine. I'll just trim it with my scissors and it'll be fine. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to measure. You want it divided into 3 pieces here, into 3 equal, or into thirds. 3 equal pieces, thirds. So we're going to take it and we're going to mark it at 6 and 3. And I'm going to mark it on all sides. If you want to use a scoreboard, you might not need to do this, but I don't always trust my scoreboard's measurements to get it right, so I'm going to do this. Six and 3, and once again, 3 and 6. Okay, now I'm not going to use a scoreboard. I'm going to use my scoring tool though, and I'm going to score those lines between my marks. Oops, losing my pencil there, sticking to my sweaty arm. It's muggy tonight. I don't know how good I got that, but I'm going to do it again. Okay. If they aren't perfect, it'll still fold. Might not look as good, but it'll still fold. So you're going to score all of these. The lady I watched didn't do this. She did the set that I'm going to do first. But I think it works better this way. Okay. Now, you're going to fold it corner to corner. And you're going to make sure it's folded really well. And corner to corner. These are important because these are your tips that you're going to have. All right, now I'm going to take it and fold it where I once you get this down of how to do it, it's easy. Getting there isn't as easy as it ought to be. Okay, now I've got thirds, and let me show you on one that I inked. So I've got thirds and this across, then I didn't ink it here because that doesn't matter. Now you're going to take your corner here and fold it up to your score marks that go this way, so it match it right there. That is this right here. You're folding this up to there. Okay, that's this one. And then you're going to do that on all four sides. And when you've got that done, now the one lady I watched had you turning the paper around and this and that and the other, and I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is I'm going to squeeze these corners real well. The ones you did the triangles to. And then I'm going to take this piece here that goes across like this, these pieces that crisscross in your square, your outer squares, and I'm going to fold them the other way. You see what I'm doing? I'm folding them so they fold the other way. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pinch up your corners. And this should, I don't like this middle part being creased because it doesn't do what I want it to, but what you should be able to do is fold it should fold like this, and like every one of them should fold in. This is the part where it gets kind of weird. Okay, it should fold like that. And this one should fold like this. And this one should fold. Oh, I've got something going wrong here. That needs to fold out like that. Okay, the last one folds this way. There. Let's do that again. It took me a minute. Okay, you're going to take your corners and fold them toward the middle and then take them out like that. Let's try that with another paper. See if I can get it right to start with. I'm getting lots of these, and they're all yellow. I'm going to have to decorate them up. Okay, I'm going to get my 9x9 here. See if I can line this up just right. Hoping the mat's correct. That doesn't want to stay over there close to that. I need it out further. That's what the deal is. And it wants to tear the paper. It doesn't want to cut it straight, and it wants to tear it. Why? Maybe I need to break off a new razor blade here. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get it right this time. If I can get it right this time. Okay. This is the time-consuming part. It's doing the... Now, I guess you could just do this and then fold it. You wouldn't have to score it. But I kind of like it scored so that I know that it's going to come out right. And this paper isn't exactly cut correctly, but you know what? I'm going to use it anyway. There's this 3, and 3 and 6. I got something under there. I think I need to turn my mat over and use the other side. Okay, now I'm going to score these again like I did before. I think I'll use the small end this time. See if I can get it straight to start with. Yep, that works better. If you're good at it, you could fold it, just mark them and then fold it later. Oops, didn't quite get that on my mark. Okay. Now I can erase my marks. If I can find my eraser. Does this erase? Yes, it does. It erases glue, it erases pencil. I think it does the glue better, but hey. Not erasing it so good. This eraser does okay on it, but for some reason it rolls itself in. And I have little pink erasers somewhere around here, but I don't know where they are at the moment. How is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Okay, now the next move is we're going to fold this corner to corner. You want it as equal as you can to make triangles. Make it into 2 triangles. And you want this folded, you know, maybe I'll do it this way. I don't like the middle folded, so maybe I'll do it this way. Let's try this. I'll burnish these. Where I scored it at the 3 inches, or yeah, every 3 inches. And then I'll put it over here, and instead of going through the middle, I'm just going to do the outside. I've already done this one kind of, but whoops. When I do it this way, I'm not going to burnish it through the middle of the square, the middle square down there. I'm only going to do the outsides. I think it'll fold together better. Okay. Now, the next step is, well, it kind of folded, but that's okay. Your next step is to fold your 4 corners up to that point. I hope you can see the fold. I should probably have inked it like I did on my sample. last one up to that edge there. Now, we're going to pinch up these corners and there's something about folding these the right way. I think well, let's see what we come up with here. Okay, you have this fold here. You're going to fold that across there. And you have this fold here. You're going to fold it across there. And you're going to take this one and you're going to fold it that way. Oops, not quite. Yes, that's right. I think. I folded it the wrong way, I guess. All right, let's see what we have here. If we do this one like this, and then fold it out like this, and this one like this, and fold it out like that, and this one folds this way. Sorry, I got you out of view there for a minute. This one folds this way, and that folds in like that. That's the key, is to get that to fold inward. Yep. Fold it inward. Okay, so I've got 3. This one's out here, and now this one's going to fold. I'm missing one here. This one has to fold see, they're supposed to fold easily, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You just have to get them to fold in. And these are not scored very well, so they're folding all cockeyed, but it did work. Okay. So folds like this, and this, and this. All right, we're going to do one more. And hopefully this one will be a little bit better. To show you how to do it. I do have the recording on. Okay. I'm going to cut off my 3 inches here. You want a 9 by 9 paper, remember? So I'm going to cut off the 3 inches. Instead of messing with that, I'm going to just use my this one. Much better. Okay, and then you're going to divide it into thirds so that you're going to end up with 9 folds or 9 squares. So we want 6 and 3, and I'm marking it on all sides because I'm going to score it. Six and 3, or 3 and 6. And 3, and 6. Okay, now I'm going to score it. Losing paper down here. I'm going to score it down that line and down this one. Am I still in view? Yes. I want to make sure I'm in your view. I have a lot of these folded. And I'm going to turn it and do it on the other side. And I am going to fold the scores. I'm going to fold these and burnish these really well. And back again really well. Now I will put a little bit of ink on these so you can see what I've done. And that is just a little bit of ink. I guess I need to get a little bit more ink on here. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Maybe it'll help me not to be confused too. Okay. Now, you're going to fold it so that it's corner to corner. So you have a triangle. And I am not going to fold it in the middle. I am only going to fold it out here at the edge. The reason is I think it's easier to fold into the shape we want it if it's not folded in the middle. So now I'm going to take it to the other direction and do the same thing. And now I'll ink those for you so you can see them. And I'm just going to burnish it right there from the corner out. Okay, I'm going to show you these. Now I'm going to turn it over, and unfortunately you can't see on this side so much, but I'm going to mark the little places where I'm going to take this to. I can see the folds there, and I want you to see that also. I'm going to take this up to there and burnish it across. And this one up to there and burnish it across. I hope I'm doing this on the right way. If I'm not, we'll burnish them the other way. And it might not hurt to burnish everything every direction anyway. Some of these paper folding things work really well if you do them all. Yep, I'm going to do them all the directions. I want to take it in and fold it up this way and do it. Fold it up this way and burnish it. And fold it up this way and burnish it, and fold it up this way and burnish it. Now, when you get to these corners, you want these to be so that they fold out this way, okay? You You want your tips to fold out. Now we're going to take that and this piece here, I got to make sure I'm doing this right before I tell you something. Yes, okay. This piece here, this side of it, and this one here. Okay, when you take these outside pieces, this one here folds in. That seems kind of cockeyed. Come on, fold. And then this one folds out and that one folds in. You see how it's working here? This one folds out and this piece folds in, and gotta get them out. It's kind of cockeyed here, cause this one didn't fold in, it folded out. Oh my goodness. I get the first couple right and then I can't get them to fold the right way for the next one. There we go. Only this poor guy got cockeyed in there. Well, let me see what I did wrong here. This one folds in. There we go. You just have to get them all the right way. They fold in and... Okay, let's do that again. Take these corners and this piece here that goes that way. I don't know how to describe it. It goes catty corner across that way. So, yeah, anyway, that one folds in to line up here. This one goes out and that one folds in. Nope, it's not working right. Why is it not working right? Something's funny here. Okay. You have to kind of get them all at the same time, I think. There. Yeah, just fold them all in at the same time. And then you're going to fold it like this. And like I said, these aren't all lining up, so I'm just going to refold them. I don't care. Fold this one in. Fold this one over. And now this one. And it's not right. Why is it not right? Maybe you do this one and this one. And then... Nope, that still doesn't work right. Okay, these are my problem folding this part. I would say you would fold them like this. Wouldn't you think? Nope, you're going to do it this way. This way and this way. Then this way. That's the way you do it. Fold the opposite sides in and then opposite sides. Nope. Fold that one and then this one. So let me see again. You fold this one in, this one down, and this one goes in here. Now, when you've got them folded once, then you unfold them, and they fold in just fine. hopefully, the next time. See? You just have to get them to go in there. Okay. Now, I have one. I don't know where it is. It must be one of these folded in ones. Nope, not that one. Not that one, because that's the one I just did. This one I did some stenciling on in there. You could put other paper in there. You could do pretty much whatever you wanted to do to decorate them. You just have to get where you can fold them first. So I'm going to put that one down, that one down. Nope. I'll figure this out, how to fold this to get the tuck in there. Okay. Nope. That one and that one, and then this one. Let me see if I can do that again. That's becoming my hardest part to do. So I'm going to fold this one in, and this one in, and then this one in, and then you're going to tuck that into the first one you folded down. And hopefully, there we go, they fit. Now it's not a perfect one, but that one wasn't ever perfect. So I'm going to do this one that I ain't the last one I did, and that one, and that's the problem, is that you got to be able to see to fold it down into there. And it's a little bit puffy, but you can take care of that by burnishing it if you want to, or you can just leave it like that. I think it would be cute to decorate on the outside. You can put these in your journal. You could put them in a pocket and have it decorated on the outside. You could do it with scrapbook paper. Let me see if I have a piece here that I can use. Or even single-sided. I've got double-sided here. Let's see about this. Let's find one in here that would look good. Definitely not that one. This one might be okay. It would go in a pink journal. And this is paper I got at Walmart. They always have this. You don't want a real thin paper for this, and I don't think you'd want a thick cardstock. It just wouldn't work. And this one I am going to get out my trimmer for, to get it to be 9 by 9. Let's see how this goes. I need to cut off the edge with the little piece on it that they always have. And I'm going to cut it this way 9. I suppose you could do a 6 by 6. I haven't tried that. I guess we could try that too. Let's see how this one works. And I'm going to go ahead and do my scoring on the scoreboard on here. I'm going to score it 3. See, it's not quite. And 6. And 3. And 6. We'll see how this one works out, huh? It's going to be a little bit different with patterned paper. see if I can do it. Okay, got those. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half this way. And I'm not going to fold the middle, I'm just going to do the edge over here. And the edge over here. I hope you can see the scores. I don't think you can. But okay, and I'm not going through the middle, all the way through the middle. You can if you want to. I just found it a little more confusing. Now, we're going to take this one and fold it up to where the other one is, and you're going to burnish this really good. And we're going to take it up to, oh, I didn't do them this way. That's why I can't find it real well. I didn't burnish it all the way around. Look at me here. I don't think I burnished it at all, now that I look at it. You gotta burnish your thirds. Then you can see where to fold it up to. Hopefully. And that one's not quite up where it belonged. So I'm gonna have to redo this one. Do it extra well. Done, and you kind of fold your corner in so you can see where you need to be. And there's my corner up there, right there. And the last one. Now, I think these are folded the right way. You want these inside pieces here to be going that's right. Okay, now you're going to take your corner and fold it up, and that one's going to fold to the inside there. No, it's not working there. And then this one's going to do the same thing. It's going to fold to the inside there. Inside, inside. And this one's going to fold to the inside. Whoops, to the inside, and that folds out. And if you get all your points out there, it should fold just perfect. It should. There we go. Oh, and look how cute that looks with the two-sided, the double-sided. That is cute. That is really cute. I like that. That is really cute. That's going to be a surprise when somebody opens that up. Okay, so once again, take it apart. I'll keep moving my mat. Sorry about that. Take it apart. You're going to fold this one in like that. The next one folds like that. Like this. This one folds like this. If you get them just right, they work. Okay, now for the part I have trouble with, we're going to fold this one, and this one, and this one, and this one's going to fold into here. It should fold into there. Come on, fold in, fold in. There we go. And we have a Victorian love letter. Now, because this one has no writing space in it, I guess you could write on this side, but I don't think it would be all that wonderful to write on. I think I will make a little tablet here. Since my pieces left over are 3 inches wide, I'm going to grab a couple of them that aren't messed up, I hope. And they should be 9 inches. Yep, they're 9 inches, so I'm going to fold them over to 3 inches. 3 inches. Where's my 3 there? Well, let's see here. I'm having a terrible time folding this at 3 inches. There we go. And I think I'll fold this back. And that can't possibly be 3 inches, but I think I'll do it anyway. It probably could be a little bit smaller and not be a problem. And then so I folded it just short of 3 inches, and I'm going to fold this piece back like that. Of course, the yellow doesn't really go in here, but I don't have pink. So we're just going to go with the yellow. How's that? And I think I'm going to trim it down just a little bit so it's just a little bit smaller than the square. The middle square. I don't want it quite the same size. I'm going to trim it just a touch like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of glue. I'm going to glue it down. Right here in the middle square. I don't want it to go over the edges. I just want it to be so it can still fold up. Okay. Now, you could decorate this around the edges here a little bit, on these parts. I don't know how hard it would be to put something in there. I don't know. I don't think too many things will fit the way we're going to fold it up. So let's fold it and see what else we can maybe do to embellish it. This last one always wants to go cockeyed. There we go. Make sure it's all folded down here. I really would like to embellish it, but I don't know what to embellish it with. I guess we'll fold this up and see what we can do with the back of it. And this piece goes in there. Now this doesn't have to be a love letter. It can be something in your journal. You could glue it down in the journal so it could open up. You can put it in a pocket. You can do all kinds of things with it. I think I'm going to do some embellishing on this side. And I have something, if I can find them. Oh, goodness. Well, maybe I can't find those. Oh well, they'd be cute on there. Gonna gonna see if I have one of my ladies to put on here that would look good. Oh, she's blue. I don't think we want blue on this one. And I don't want one of the larger ones. I know my other people are too big. Should be okay. Except there's too much purple. I want something with pink. If I've got any pink in here. Well, there's a pink one. Not the right pink, but she's pink. Maybe I don't need pink since she's not the right pink. What about this one? This one's got some of the right pink in it and some purple and blue. I think we'll go with her. And of course we need a label or something to go behind her. A ticket, a label, a little piece of something. Maybe I can find a label that I like that would go on there. Nope, don't like that one. That one's too small. That one's going to cover up too much of it. What's this? Oh, that would be all right. That would be all right on there. And of course we want a number. Maybe a number. This video is probably too long. Mine usually are. Let me see here if I've got a number in the color that I want to put on there. I don't want one that big. Oh, there's one. Maybe. Actually, I think I like that one because it's got the black around it like the label does. All right. We're going to go with it whether it works or not. And this one needs a little bit of trimming on it. Get my little trimming scissors here somewhere. There they are. You're not going to want to put too much on the back of here because this is where the writing paper is going to be. Should add my little box over here. Okay, now I'm going to ink it. And I need one of my pokey tools here. Something. Oh, there's my eraser that I couldn't find before. And there's one of my pokers. My little pokey tools. Do I want to put her on top of this? I actually think I do, so I'm going to glue that down first. I kind of cut that corner a little bit tight. I think I should ink it more. And I don't know whether this is upside down or backwards or whatever to the inside of it, but I think it looks okay to the flower. Well, the flowers go every direction, so I guess it doesn't matter, huh? Okay, we'll put it this way. If you need to, go back and rewatch the video so you can know how to do this. How to make one of these. I think they're cute. I think they would be really cute in the journals. And you could also use them maybe at Valentine's Day. Make one for Valentine's Day out of some cute paper to give to somebody. Get rid of some of my junk. Okay. Let's open this up. And you just pull it like that, and it opens up. And this paper folds out this way and also this way, so I've got plenty of journaling space in there. If you have one-sided paper, you wouldn't have to do that. You could just put the plain side inside, and now when you fold it back up, it goes in real easy. Once you get it done, it goes real easy. And I don't think this is the one I had to fold it in before, but it doesn't matter. Any one of them will fold in. Well, maybe it will. There we go. Just have to work it a little bit. There we go. There we go. There's our Victorian letters. I made a bunch. A whole bunch. Trying to get it perfected. I think once you get the knack of it, it's not quite as hard to do it. I think I'm going to try and do one smaller, and I'll show that in my next video. See if I can do one in 6x6 or 8x8, something a little bit smaller, and see how it looks. It would be really small, so I don't know if it would work. I guess 6x6, 8x8 would be too hard to figure out the measurements, but there we go. A Victorian love letter. Thank you for watching. This is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if I didn't give good directions. Please let me know. I try to do good directions for stuff, but I don't always make it. I know that. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Thank you to all my subscribers and all those who watch my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.